All right, all right. What's up, guys? Sneaky Cat Gap. I'm back with another video on this Wednesday. And today I kind of wanted to talk about the impact of zero training time and what it could have on strategic rushing. I don't know when this update will hit. It's supposed to hit 27th or the 28th. So coming around the corner, but I just want to talk about it with this base is it's definitely getting up there. I've been getting my wizard towers up and they're like, at least they don't look terrible. Got some color to them for once instead of being that gray color. I almost got all my archer towers up. I just need one more. And, after the release of this new update, obviously, I'm a little bit behind on these max defenses, but we'll start working on those or be using books when we have them, or hammers to get that extra value out of them and kind of go from there. So, but overall, I think, the impact of no training time will be a good thing for strategic rushing. It'll make it, in my opinion, faster, getting all the loot. I've found that especially these past couple upgrades, the training camps have been brutal to grind out 16 million elixir for each of them, and then I have to sit with an open builder and wait until I'm able to train up my army, get a decent amount of loot, train up my army, get a decent amount of loot, and kind of rinse and repeat, which is Clash of Clans in a sense, but I'd like it for it to be a little bit quicker. I don't, and that's what I think the impact will have. I think it'll be great. I really do think that there's a lot of positives that will come out of this, and I'm looking forward to of what the update will bring. And I think it'll be a time where I get really close to maxing. I think I could be pretty close to maxing this base by the time the 18 update comes out. That's a big goal of mine, to be close to Town Hall 18 max, and I think I will get there. I haven't really ran anything through Clash Ninja or anything, but that's just something that I'm hoping that I can progress into really quickly. And I'm just doing a live attack. I mean, use this strategy if you haven't. It's a lot of fun and it's absolutely busted. I mean, you just saw that core value there was absolutely insane, and literally all my troops are still alive. Yeah, it's just wild. I did that attack in a minute 10. But I think that, being able to not have open builders and grind out certain items a lot quicker because you're back-to-back attacking is great. And the fact that you can't just, rage quit or just quit the game is nice too. I also like the fact that it rewards people that are, they're strategic rushing, and I understand like sneaky goblins, sneaky cat goblins are very valuable. But now, I mean, tactically, sneaky goblins get kind of a nerf here if you're trying to trophy push, because if you don't 3-star, it's very reduced. If you don't 2-star, it's 1-star every single time. So you can see, you get rewarded for a 3-star, which I like, but you certainly, if you only get 1-star, it's like 1 trophy. On the other side too, if you get 2-starred or I think 1-starred, it's the same thing. So it exponentially goes up if you get 3-starred. It exponentially goes up if you 3-star. So it does kind of put a better skill element into the game, I think, and a reward for 3-stars. Plus, it makes people, I think, better attackers. If you're just going around and just dumping a bunch of sneaky goblins, of course you could still do that, but you're not, and you can grind out loot, but you're not going to gain many trophies doing that. So if you're trying to get into a higher trophy level, trophy pushing requires, good attacks. Well, you have an army camp, it's ready, good to go. Like, that's not a problem. The one thing that is a little bit annoying is the clan castle requests. Like, I'm kind of getting that a pinch of that right now with my current army, because I don't even have to use like most of my army and I'll get most of the value out of these Yeti mites. I mean, it's just stupid. Obviously, the spell space going to take a lot, especially the clone spells. But I've just been like, some of these attacks, it's like, I've gotten all the loot that I need to get. Why do I even deploy anything? And I'm like, well, I'm not getting any trophies essentially if I get 2 stars, so I go for the 3 stars. Like, look at all the value, and I just started the attack. I've gotten most of the loot, over 2 million of the loot already from just the Yeti mites. So I think that there will be less, obviously, looting attacks, so sneaky goblin attacks, and there'll be more because people, well, I think will go down in trophies a lot faster. Not necessarily faster, it's just kind of a slow bleed because you have to 3-star in order to get trophies. If you don't, I think if you 0-star, you rage quit, you should lose more trophies, in my opinion. It's just like people can complain all they want about being able to just close the game and then get whatever amount of loot from that. I find to be extremely stupid. Like, play the game how it's intended. Don't just quit, drop your E-drags and quit. I found this out with the builder base, is if you do this with the builder base, because, I'm trying to do that on my 3rd base, which they'll say your army is still attacking, and I think it still plays out the attack a little bit, but you still lose for the most part, or you're severely handicapped. I don't know. Every time I've done that, the attack's gone very wrong. So, yeah. And, I think for people that are trying to strategic rush, like, I've done all 3. I've done rushing, strategic rushing. I've even noticed already some building reductions, which has been nice for, lower town halls, which is great. And I think the costs are getting better and more affordable. I still think, though, it's absolutely outrageous, and I don't know if they're going to scale down. Like, it's still a 15, 16-day upgrade if you don't have the gold pass for the monolith. I mean, it is, or some of these bigger upgrades. That's still a ton of time. They'll probably figure out a way to scale that a little bit better. I mean, it used to be a lot worse, so I'm not complaining because it used to be like 24 days or something ridiculous for an upgrade at those Town Hall 14 days. So I'm glad that that's been reduced because I think that's why a lot of people left the game in the first place. And so I think that's been a good change. The other thing that I'm hoping for in the future is I hope that they don't have a builder for walls. Like, it would be so nice to. It already costs so much and takes so much time. Like, if you're willing to grind out the walls, I don't think there should be a builder for it. But this will certainly. I think walls will certainly go up a lot faster. You'll have a lot more loot. You'll be able to loot a lot more often. So people might spend the time with an open builder and just grind out walls and just see how many walls they can get within a couple hours and just leave a builder idle, which is nice. You're not really restricted by time. The other thing that might be nice is the fact that, with strategic rushing, now that you've gotten the base up, other parts of the base that are neglected, like your heroes, like your resources, might be more of a priority. I know for heroes now, I think that they become more and more of a priority, especially now that, if you're strategic rushing, you're probably not focusing on your heroes. Well, now you got to attack every time. There's no regeneration. But if your heroes are garbage, the experience isn't that great. And popping a power potion, yeah, you can get like an hour of good entertainment out of that. Obviously, that means that the builder and power potion now get a pretty massive buff, to be honest, because now they're that much more valuable, because you can use them so much more. But then again, you don't have unlimited amounts of that. So getting your heroes up to a good level is going to be something that I'm going to be looking to do. I've stalled on this, but I was upgrading my Barbarian King. You have a 5th hero, you can still be in wars and upgrade an idle hero. That's totally fine. So you don't have to worry about that. And then the other component, is I think players are going to get better. I really do for strategic. I think that wars and stuff will get more competitive because, I mean, now you can practice your general war attack over and over and over against random bases with no time constrictions. Like, I think the skill gap might increase a little bit, which will be interesting. I don't think that it will have a massive impact, but I think that there will definitely be people that, that are married to the game, essentially, that are on here a ton, just grinding out attacks and trying to figure out every single little detail with the bases. I think that, looking at the helper hut will still be just as good. People have talked about how they've essentially gotten nerfed, I mean, it's still going to be nice to be able to get a free amount of loot, especially at higher levels, for pretty much free. So I don't have any issues with that. Maybe people that are playing constantly are going to say, well, I don't use this anymore. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I think this is going to be an awesome change for strategic rushing. I'm excited for this to come out. I think this is the biggest part of the update that everyone's kind of hyped about. I think, the new pet's great. The new troops, fine. The army camp upgrade's great. All the defense, but it's all for Town Hall 17. So for the majority of the player base, they're waiting for their moment to be able to get no training time. So, and it makes sense because a lot of people aren't at Town Hall 17. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.